It's in the game.
Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the Akron Zips. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I checked in with the Buffalo head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips offense will start this game off with the football. And we get our first look at Jordan Gant. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
The give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Zips line up to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So Buffalo's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun, it's Shelton. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Bulls will hustle to the line. To the air, it's right. Grabbed behind the line, it's Shelton. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quick give. It's Birch. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. From the red zone, it's Gant. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Left side, it's Mason. Caught, and he's got room. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They'll move the wide receiver. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And we're even here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First down, he'll keep it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. Dropping back, it's right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Bulls have their offense in high gear.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Morrill. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught by Williams. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Turns up, it's Burris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. On the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Out wide right, it's Shelton. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bulls want to move quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fighting for it, it's Morrow. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tough run here, it's Spurch. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. On the move, it's Shelton. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Zips ready to go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right side, it's Mason. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Zips moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Gant.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulls sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
You never want to make a mistake right before the half and change the momentum of the football game. So I get it. Sometimes you want to be patient. Sometimes you want to be a little bit conservative, and obviously they're taking the conservative route.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Longhorns, looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, big injury news to report. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of this game. They do not know exactly what's going wrong, but it is an upper body injury. I've seen him trying to test out some things, ball security on the sideline, but he cannot go. I'll let you know how things develop here on the sideline and which of his backups are able to step up and help this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Sees an alley. He's past the marker. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Zips in the hurry up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Zips trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Gant. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Akron!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Here's some daylight. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Morrow. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking for a man. It's Wright. Finds his target. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. On the ground, it's Shelton. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll ride him again. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bulls will try to convert on 4th down. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. to throw. It's right. Finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Trying to run, it's Birch. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Second down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Zips sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side, it's Burris. Makes a grab and room to run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Snaps it in the shotgun. Caught in the backfield, it's Gant. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Zips are rolling down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Mason. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
On the RPO, got him. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Zips headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Zips. And they take it in for 6 more points.
To read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass, it's right. Got a man, it's Morrow. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Morrow. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Surging forward on the sneak. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.